welcome back to my channel, Shanice's Suitcase. Thank you so much for being here with me today. So in my last video that I posted, I actually made Naruto's famous ramen. And it was awful, I'm kidding. It tasted great, but the process was, it was pretty bad. It took a long time to just like make the ramen, it was mainly the pork that took the longest. But nevertheless, I like cooking, so I've decided to make another dish from another anime. And that anime is actually Food Wars. So I'm not sure if anyone's seen Food Wars or not. Some people feel very weird about it, about watching it. Just, I'm not gonna go that much in depth. But yeah, if you don't know what it is, look up an anime called Food Wars. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, but honestly the storyline is the best and it's such a good anime. Today we're actually going to be cooking Soma's gotcha pork roast, and we'll see how it goes. So the first step before you even think about cooking, I need you to grab a white headband to tie around your head. If you don't have a white headband, you may be able to still make this dish, but it's not going to be as good as Soma's dish. Let's get cooking. Now we're gonna peel some potatoes the best way possible, which would be waving our hand over them. After we magically peel the potatoes, we're going to chop them with a pretty sharp knife. Of course, mine wasn't that sharp. And then we're gonna put them in a pot with some water, and then we're gonna boil the potatoes until they're nice and tender. Now let's get to cutting some veggies the old-fashioned way. You'll need some onion and some mushroom. I could only find the Bella mushrooms, so that's what I decided to use. Alrighty, now that your potatoes are done cooking, we're going to go ahead and mash them. You can mash them with anything you have. Potato masher, a can, just anger in general. But yeah, so let's go ahead and mash these taters. One thing I didn't mention before is that when you cut up your vegetables, you're gonna wanna saute them in a pan. So your onions and your mushrooms, then just a little bit of garlic, saute them in a pan until they're translucent, and then you're gonna mix them in with the mashed potatoes that you just mashed. Once everything is mixed, we're gonna get some plastic wrap and wrap the potato mixture in that so that it looks like a log. Once it's wrapped, we're going to put the mixture in the fridge for about 15 minutes. Now that your log is cooled, we're going to wrap it in some bacon. I realized that I had too many strips of bacon, so I took some of them away. But once you wrap it in the bacon, afterwards we're going to actually rewrap that in the same plastic wrap so that we can get a really nice shape. And then you're going to roll it in the plastic wrap just like we did before. Once it's all nice and rolled and tight, we're actually going to put it in the freezer for about 20 minutes. After those 20 minutes, we're going to go ahead and take the bacon potato log out of the freezer, and we're going to tie it with twine just to make sure that it's secure once we place it in the oven. So you'll need about 4 pieces of twine, one going lengthwise and then the other one's going the other way. And as you guys can see, my twine, not the lengthwise twine, but the other way, was actually just a tad short, so I was struggling trying to wrap those. But once you wrap them, we're going to go ahead and put a few sprigs of rosemary in between the twine. Now that the pork is in the oven, we're going to go ahead and make the sauce. So you're going to need 1 cup of red wine. We're also going to need about a 1/4 cup of mirin. After the mirin, we're going to need about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Once you put the soy sauce in there, just kind of give it a stir, let it simmer for a little bit. After we do that, we're going to actually add 2 tablespoons of butter. And then we're going to just do the same thing, stir it, let it simmer. We're actually wanting to reduce the sauce because, you know, of course it's red wine, so we don't want to get drunk off sauce. So we want to make sure that we reduce the sauce until it's about, I would say, like a syrupy consistency. Not exactly like a syrup, but, you know, until it's close enough. I would say I pretty much had mine on the stove for probably about 20 to 30 minutes, and that's when it had the right consistency. Time for the good part. So once we take your pork roast out of the oven, we're gonna drizzle it with that yummy sauce that we just made. After we drizzle it with the sauce, we're going to put on a few bits of parsley, you know, just to kind of make it look cute, you know, with the little greenery there. And there you have it. There's your pork roast. Oh man, so I think we did pretty good with that. I think everything turned out pretty much the way I wanted it to. I did make this recipe before once and it didn't turn out very good, but I pretty much took my time with this recipe. I feel like the main thing that probably made it a complete success was definitely the headband, because yeah, I mean, Soma wears it every time he cooks, so it must mean something. Thank you guys for joining me for this video today. I appreciate you guys for being here. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. I'll definitely be making more recipe videos in the future, so if you guys have an anime that you enjoy, please link it down in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to make a specific food from that anime. Also, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That would be amazing. I would love you forever. I do want to give a shout out to 95 Leo. Go check out his Instagram, give him a follow. He's actually the one that always provides super fire background beats for my videos. So if you guys ever watch one of my videos and you're like, oh man, that's a sick beat. Yeah, well, he's the one that makes all of them. So go give him a follow and go get a beat. Alright, so I'm gonna take this headband off now because it's a little hot. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. See you in the next video. Bye!